Yeah, today we're on Treasure Island. We're gonna make. I don't know if you guys have seen it. You guys probably have. But like some people make those like Toyota, like Tacomas and stuff like that that have like camping stuff in the back. I don't know. I was sitting there thinking maybe we could build one of those. Also, by the way, just so you guys know, I had it and then we got rid of it. I did look at your guys' comments on the last video and took some of those into consideration. So I had a actual power coupler there, and it worked pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that back in there real quick. And actually, I think that needs to be undone. Need to take it to 1x4. The only reason I do this is because I think this would make a great like base, just because it already has like a really good suspension setup on it. So, and hopefully, guys, I don't think you should be able to, but you might be able to hear the deafening roar of my PS4 in the background, but that's okay. So we'll take this, rotate it, and I don't remember who recommended this, though I can check in a moment. Anyway, we're in that. Spun this in. So I also moved up the back suspension, and that reduced a lot of the braking issues as well. So that's really the big differences between this and the ending of the suspension video. So, with that out of the way, this all being updated, and this is still at max stiffness, but I kind of like it, and of course we're going to slide around on the way. Anyway, big test for this is going to be if we can drive to the mountain. So, first thing I want to do, get all these engines out of here, or at least tuck them down here. So that they aren't taking up like space in the back that we could use to do other things. Like, I actually can't. And actually, I kind of like, no, I can't rotate it. We gotta actually have it like this. Okay. And I think I like that look better. So we'll do that. And then what are you connected to? Oh, you're connected to this. So, I'm not really a fan of that empty spot being in there. I think we'll take these grid blocks and just place these in there. Helps with aerodynamics. So now I got like no weight on the back, but that's gonna change. So now I'm just curious. If we just take this off the jump real quick. Yeah, this thing is about as dribbly as, well, I don't know. But we just take that off that. That was pretty smooth. Yeah. And again, if you guys want to know how to build the suspension, yep, so check out the how to build the suspension video. I think it's literally, excuse me, I think it's literally called How to Suspension. So, anyway, looking past that, I think it'd be cool if we kind of like had these wheels stick out beyond the actual body. Because in truth, we don't need a lot of space. So, I'm actually looking at this. These can go up here. Should these be this high? I feel like we could move them down by a block. How does that look? It just depends, because this is going to be like this, and it's going to go up. So, sorry, I need to get a glass of water. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. So, if we do that, the body line looks a lot better, and we get a lot more real estate back here. So we'll keep it like that. And we'll take this, put that right there. Shift that corner piece to the other side of the vehicle. And then we'll just take a wedge 2x4, why not? For reference, I am modeling this off of a Raptor I saw driving home. So, I also know who owns the Raptor, but that's beside the point. We're gonna put this here. It's gonna act as a kind of front grille looking kind of thing. And I like how high the bumper is. But we might move it down. I don't know if we really need to be this tall. Like, it's good up here. Down here, though, we might be a little tall. Like, even just dropping that to that works so much better. So looking at this, I kind of want to move these down, because then you can paint these, and that allows us to do narrower headlights. So, just kind of thinking forward. Throw those right there. Put this down. Put this over, put that there. So that 2x1 there. And then that kind of fills out the form a lot more. Then, come here to the edges. And here's always going to be the question. Should we do something like this? Kind of indifferent. I think we should go. We should at least try it. We should at least try the actual, like, shaped rims. Or not rims. The actual shaped, fenders. There we go. Or if you're British, wings. Try that. So, it's wings, I think. I hope I didn't just call it the wrong thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I did or not. But, still, we'll attach that. And we'll take a look at this. I think that looks good. Especially if we do, like, a bumper coming off that. But, also, like, once you put the rest of the body on, this won't look nearly as big, because we'll have some overhang in the back. And we can fill that front space with engines, which you can see overpower. This. Good. We might lose a little bit of rock crawlability, but I mean, you always will if you're adding a body to anything. Because now we got that nose on the front. But it should be fine as long as you land level. I don't see why you'd have any trouble. So, and also, Return of the Squeaky Chair for anybody who watched the Minecraft series, which we might start up again. I haven't decided yet. Like, pretty sure I probably will. But, anyway, that there. So, having these engines way at the front is going to create a bigger moment arm. or to put that in like regular terms, it's gonna weigh down our front a little more. But that's kind of a good thing, because it's where steering is, so I'll allow it. Just put that there. Boom, that's there. And this is slowly getting a lot less drifty. And it's just because we're putting actual weight on it. Which, in my experience, always helps with maneuverability. Speed, yeah, not so much. But maneuverability, definitely big bump. Let me try this. I wonder. And this will help with ground clearance as well. That doesn't look that bad. That's pretty good. Plus, we could have our main like bumper come out of there. And this thing still has some pretty good speed to it. Yeah. Next step. Step, I say in quotes. Anyway. Air quotes. Now I gotta think, how do we want to do the actual like windshield and stuff like that? There's a couple ways we could do it. We could do hinge, blocks, and then have it just pivot into place, which is good. It's good for adjustability. It'll allow us to change the angle, change the actual like profile of the truck. From here we could also change the frame as well. So, like I know these are coming back here. Might as well place them in. Because if the front has them, which I'm pretty sure we're sticking to, and these back here, I'll need them. Looking at that, these are going to need, yeah. I guess it's good that I can do that. So I can put that there, put that there. Not really a fan of suspension sticking out like that. That there. There we go. It's not sticking out anymore. At least it's not sticking out that much. I want this angle to match this angle. Because then we have similar like approach angles on everything. We could also just disregard it and just, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, that being open right there also gives another advantage. We have a good mounting spot for, say something like a step bar. Boom. Looks like a perfect mounting spot. So, that's a good step in the right direction. Next thing. New. Third thing. Building things like this is so fun because you don't have to worry about like aerodynamics, which is the bane of like existence. That there, that there. And it's not perfect. It's not like a perfect truck body. In fact, I might actually sides. I don't think the sides had anything to do with this just exploding, but I think if we do this, that there, put that there, then come into here, take our wedge corner, put it right there. That looks a lot better. The only issue is we gotta find something to drop down here. Or we could even just move that all down, which solves that issue. Makes us use less parts, which means it's better on the complexity. Which is always something we want to keep our eye on. Maybe not eye on, but you know, think about it. Ooh, we could put a cool emblem on these pieces as well. Your wedge corner 2x1. And slap them right there. Take out the super glue and just like pop them on. Next thing. Wedge corners, and then I think putting this corner here might look kind of nice. Again, another nice mounting spot for like a, I don't know, maybe like a stepping bar. And back here. I kind of like the idea of just leaving these like fenders kind of hanging like that. That side's not done. And of course the side's in shadow. Let's fix that. Should just be able to highlight all of this garbage. There we go. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, we might have to stiffen up the sus. Or double up. Sometimes you gotta double up suspension. Especially with like the fact that this is getting a little bit heavier. And I mean, we're not even like the second half of the body on this. I mean, the fact that we survived that is still very... I wasn't expecting that, actually. I was expecting that we were going to break in half, but we didn't. So that's good. Another thing, last time I was really quiet because I was in a spot where there was a lot of background audio. But today I actually moved all of my gaming stuff to a different room. So I was able to turn up my audio a lot. It should help with the, audio. Should help with audio. Hopefully. Ooh, actually that would be nice. That looks clean. Look at that. I think that was really clean. That wedge right there. Oh yeah. So next step, with the frame going all the way back like this. I'm thinking back here. Maybe something like this. And so the question is, do we want to like a 2x1? 2x1 might look good. Or the rounded corner. Because it's going to overhang the back. I mean, that was already decided just because it would look cool in my mind if we did the overhang. And then coming off of the overhang, I'm thinking we square off the back, we do taillights like here. We have keep going up. We could do it slope back and then have it go forward. Or something like that. Our character is like 4 blocks tall. So as long as we have a 4 block tall interior, we're good. Which means all the suspension that got raised might have to be lowered again. But that's okay. We can go back to the theory of deflection, but this time do like a 4x1 wedge. There we go. Next thing, don't know if that's the play, but it's like the only thing we got, so we'll just go with it. We'll just slap that there for now. Actually, we'll slap one on each side so it's balanced. But these wedge blocks are permanent. Chicken. Okay. Yeah, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. It's definitely getting a lot less sprightly than the bare bones model, but look at that. Look at the way that just like sits there and flexes like that with the brake. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. Okay, next thing. 1x2 blocks. From right here. Put this bud right here. And then 4x1. Stink that in there. And actually what we need to do is 3x1. Because then we can sneak a 1x2 block in that gap, which will allow our future door hinge to go right there. And for the door itself, I'm thinking maybe something like that. I mean, how tall is this? 3 blocks? That actually might be a little bit short. Yes. We'll just come into here, take that off, toggle, we'll say R1, angle 40, probably don't want 45 degrees. And actually R1 needs to be toggled into the down position. Toggle, hey, that's pretty good. Can we walk up this? We can, okay. So, that's good. Gosh, I don't know if I want to do all the, like, that might be kind of cool. Having it, like, fold up and, like, gosh darn it, that would be cool. Should we do it? Should we do it? How much time we got? We got time. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's make it to where it folds up. So actually what this needs then, this all goes away. And what actually goes on Need another piston. Oh, starting position 0. Speed, yeah, 1 works. And then let's do something like that. Just to see if that's even viable. Okay. Nice. So these need to be rotated. These 1x2s on the edge. And once these are rotated, take that. How does that slide in? That does. Where does that put us? That is nowhere near enough. Don't make me do a game. Don't. I don't want to double stack pistons. That's never. It's never a good idea to double stack pistons. If you're double stacking pistons, but I mean the double stack did work. So maybe it's not all that bad. Anyway, delay. We're gonna give this buddy a delay of. We don't need 2 seconds. We need like 1 second. And then the extend is going to have an R1 toggle. No delay, speed 1, auto reset. That should mean when I hit that, that expands. And that goes down. Oh, that's rough. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that what these need is a speed of like 3. 3 sounds like a happy medium. If I can get to 3. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's pretty smooth. Okay. Literally can climb in. And shit. The only issue is that's getting caught. Okay. No, I don't think that's the right idea. Because then that gets caught on the suspension. So, that's not gonna work. So let's just, like, work on something else for a bit. There's the floor. Or what's gonna be the floor. Put that there. Put that there. I wanna figure out the doors. I really wanna figure out the doors. But, for now, is it gadgets? It is. It is gadgets. A tail light. And then how tall is that? Okay, so coming off the floor, that is 3 blocks tall. We need 4, so we can just slap like a 2x1 on top. No harm, no foul. Coming off of that, how tall is this in respect to the rest of the vehicle? Pretty tall. I feel like if we do like a up to there, maybe. And then, yeah. So we put these in. How does that look? That looks pretty good. And then it is built on the outer rails. So what I actually think we should do is move all this in. Which is exactly what we're gonna do. Here's my tail lights, okay. And then, in terms of wedges to use, we'll just slap some 2x1s on there. Or 1x2s. That looks smooth. I mean, it looks smooth enough. It's not exactly what I was wanting to do. That doesn't work though. Because what I was wanting to do is come in here, take like a 2x1, and slap it on, and then do that, which I think looks a lot better. Kind of encases it. Anyway, that allows us to take these rails and move them up. Which is exactly what we're gonna do. So doing that. Nope, didn't want to do that. Into here. I'm fairly certain that the Trailmakers character is 4 blocks tall. But the more I look at this, the more wrong I feel, so we're gonna check. Should be able to spawn you in. Yeah. Let's hop in the back. We're 5 blocks tall. It's not the worst news. So really all I gotta do is... I always had that little flare on the is. So you just gotta take these, move those up there, put you right there, put you right there. Okay, I'm just out. Is that like... That's a little tall. I mean that feels a little tall. But in all fairness, it's not like not gonna put it. It's not unrealistically tall. It's just tall. Especially if you like slope it down up here. We definitely have the like ability to do it. And I think I am gonna do just steering hinge right there. No inputs. Give me a break. Okay, thank you. Let's come into here. We'll put it like up front, cause like why not? You'll you know, probably the worst spot to put something like this, but it's okay. Configurator, just like slap that into that. Go up here. We're just up with that. Okay. Man, this thing is kind of dorky. But it's fun. So. Take that, put that there. That looks a lot healthier to me. Then we go into here. Wedge 2x2. In order to use those properly, though, we need to take out these. Yeah. Doing that looks good. Especially once we put in something like 2x1. That right there. Put that right there. Add you up top. Slap 3x1, slap a 3x1 on there. Yeah. So let's move that back. That block. Looking at that. Beautiful. Okay. Change the color. We'll just go glass. This isn't usually how I'd build, because it's just kind of weird looking. Because it's a little tall. It's just a little tall. But with the way the suspension is, there's no good way to make it any shorter. So. Actually, we can really decomplex this area by doing like that, and then that. And then that. Duplicate that 2x1. See, I think that works, especially if we do mirrors. That gives us a really easy spot to slap some mirrors on. We're gonna do this in parts. This is getting a little late. So. Will the suspension still work? It does. That's shocking, actually. This is some really robust suspension. Holy cow. I was expecting, and it doesn't tip. That's actually pretty good. I think it's because it's all loosely connected. But I don't know, I'm not like the best at physics, so. Maybe it's because our center of mass is really low, and it's just dragging our car like to the ground. this. You know, it doesn't look too bad. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I get used to like its weird like cuboid shape. The less it looks better. It looks better. So I think we'll drive this to the top. Of the mountain. This is gonna be this spot right here. This is always like the test. Look at the vehicle. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. That was so easy. Okay, good. This will be more difficult though. Going like from standing still to going up the hill, that's rough. But look at that. Come on, car, you just gotta crawl a little more. Boom. We made it. Top. Look at that. Look at that. That is cool. And you know what? It doesn't look that bad. The more I look at it, like I thought it looked tall, but you know, it doesn't look that tall. If you look at it like from the sense of like SUV more than like truck with camper on it, the proportions are actually a lot better. And even if you look at it from like truck perspective, it'd be like a single cab. It's like your cab, but then like right here. And even then, that's not too bad. It just looks like you put like a roof thing on it. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. And anyway.